But some of you will get caught up in this trap of constantly learning because you're afraid to sit down with one model, follow the rules, stick to that process, and let it yield whatever experience is intended for you. And then you have a baseline. That's why I could literally give out a model every single day. And some of you want me to do that. But the only thing it's going to do is it's like a dog in a meat market. You ain't going to know what to do. You're going to run around and you just chase everything. Instead of simply sitting down and saying, you know what? I'll just have a fillet. Thank you. And I've done that with the 2022 model. I've done that just recently with the silver bullet model. I have lots more coming, but you don't have to have anything else. The optimal trade entry was enough. OTE pattern, the flagship that was on my YouTube channel. That's enough. The 2022 model, that's enough. You can use it in every session. London, New York, PM session. You can use it in London close. You can trade it in Forex. You can trade it in futures. You can trade it in crypto. You can trade it in whatever you want to trade it in. It works. There's no excuse. You have zero excuse not to have some baseline by now. You should have some kind of experience to be able to say, you know what? This works. And I have to work on refining it, but I know it works because I've seen it in back testing, looking at where it has done this in the past. I tell you what time to look for these things to form. That way you're not just going around and looking at charts blindly. Go right to these specific times of the day. That's where it's going to form. For those people that go back in their old data and their old charts and they study that, they see it, they don't need me to do 50 examples of that. They don't need to see me do it live 50 times a week. They're sold on the idea, okay, there's something here. It merits more investigation because I see the evidence of this thing occurring. It's not contrived. It's not conjectured. It's not made up. It's not fabricated. It's really happening every day. And once you see that, you don't need to have anybody else to cheerlead for you. You know, okay, there's something here. I'm going to mine that. So I give you just a few models so that way you go in and you now start working on the skill sets that are required. Not veering off course, hopping from one PD array, one approach, fair value gap, inversion value gap, breakers, market maker models, buy, sell. There's 1,000 things out there that I teach. Every individual one of them is a model. Every single one of them is in an individual model. But I give you, this is the best way to learn. I'm allowing you to pick your weapon. I've opened my arsenal doors. So here it is. Look what I have here. Pick your weapon. But nothing changes when it comes to time. Time of day, these things occur at specific times, certain days of the week, certain weeks of the month, certain month of the year. I'm allowing you to bring your personality, your personal influence, because you're the problem and you're the last puzzle piece. See, some of you are sitting around here, you're writing diligent notes, you're doing this, you're doing that, and that's wonderful. But you're all waiting for that last penny to drop. The last ICT puzzle piece. And then it's all going to come together. It's all going to be crystal clear. Once he tells me this one PD, the 81 PD arrays, final last one. That's it. That's it. That's the Holy Grail. No, it's not. If you walked over to your mirror right now, look at yourself real quick. That's the final puzzle piece. And it's always been you. You're the reason why you succeed, and you're the reason why you haven't succeeded yet. And ultimately, you and you alone are the only reason why you're going to fail. That's not me talking down to you. That's me telling you the way it is. That's just the way it is. Are you coming to me for a constant dose of something new, but have done nothing with what I've already given you?
Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Friday, you dirty son of a guns. How the heck are we doing, boys? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Is it too early for the Christmas spirit, boys? Is it too early? Or is it just right? Let me know in the chat. Say what's up. Hit the like button before we get started. Don't be shy. Good morning, good morning, good morning, boys and girls. Oh, yeah, the shirt is probably the best part. The shirt says Big Nick Energy. What do you guys think? Not too bad? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Friday. We got market open actually just right now. So let's go ahead and jump into these godforsaken charts, boys and girls. Let me make sure audio is good here quick. Looks good to me. All right, get that out of there. All right, so today, boys and girls, we don't have any red folder news, but we do have existing home sales and UOM consumer sentiment Friday, or today's Friday, today at 10 a.m. So this is one of those news events, this one right here, that used to and still does kind of act like a red folder, or used to be a red folder event. So I am going to be very mindful of this going into 10 a.m. But other than that, we have no red folder news. Looking at price action on NASCRAC, here is our daily chart. We have a 4-hour fair value gap that I have marked out, but I have just obviously previous day high, previous day low. Remember, we have SMT with Wednesday to Thursday low. So there is SMT here. It looks like we're taking a previous day high right now with the market open. Yeah, 4-hour gap was tapped into here on this candle, sponsoring this new high. So potential draws could be Wednesday high. Obviously, if we see price show a lot of sensitivity to previous day high, then we'll have to reassess and probably maybe even look for like 174. But this looks pretty strong for the time being. And Wednesday high 508. 508 on Wednesday high if we can get there. Otherwise, yeah, looking at the overnight trading, what do we got here? Yeah, so London low was taken out right in pre-market here, right before New York session opened up. So we'll see if we can maybe see some distribution potentially, but it is quad witching today as well, ladies and gentlemen. So quad witching is when the contracts actually officially expire. So contract expiration today, the third, what is it? The third Friday in December is how that works, or that's when that falls on. So quad witching today, it can kind of be hit or miss. It could be, you know, just really big ranges of big moves, or it could be nothing, but it looks like we're getting a pretty decent move and a pretty decent range set in here already. Trading through previous day high. So we'll see how this all shakes out, boys and girls. Let me check. Yeah, so SMT, this is Wednesday high. SMT with previous day high right now with ES. Yeah, absolutely flying through this previous day high, geez. Absolutely flying, chat. Let's see. Yeah, I'm liking Wednesday high. See if we can get a decent close here. We're only 3 minutes into the open, but looks like that could be in play, chat. Looks like that could be in play. First presented gap overlapping previous day high. Currently, there we go. Looking good, looking strong. Looking at the poll in the chat, what do you guys got? 62% bullish today. Yep, that checks out. 62% bullish. What's up, guys? Good morning, Paris. Good morning, Cloudsy. Wolf Dubai taking in. Good morning, Oscar. Good morning. Good morning, guys. What's up, Daniel? Tom. RR12. Did you make the naughty list? You might have. Yeah, I have to double check. We've made the list, but we got yet to check it twice. You know, we should probably do like Christmas colors or some shit. What do you guys think? Should I do like green? Green there. And then should probably do red here. Let's get real festive, shall we? Or should we do the other way around? Red there. Green here? Yeah. Yeah, that feels right. That feels right. That feels right. No tree. No tree. My dog will pee on it. Paris goes, oh God, now I got to use the bathroom. I don't know what that means, but it sounds provocative. Did you know red is only a color of Christmas because Coke made it that way with their adverts? I did not know that. I did not know that. It's number one. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Sorry, boys. I'm just getting caught up on the chat here. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Yeah, honestly, dude, this hat is already warm as shit. One trade and I might start sweating. Oh, my light shut off. Oh, it does that. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, let me know, boys. What are we doing today? Are we only going to take this previous day high and reverse back into the range? Or are we going to see this sponsor continuations? Honestly, continuation kind of looks good, but I'm not going to be too surprised if we don't get it. They look good for now, but that's always subject to change. NQ just hit weekly open, new week opening gap. That's where we're kind of finding some resistance here. Bearish AF is retained. Bearish AF. We did definitely leave behind some pretty nice, you know, relative equal lows here, which is kind of what I'm seeing as well as this is wicking down. If this, like I said, if we get some higher time frame closures that, you know, we're rejecting here and we close back below some highs, then it's like, well, any displacement down will probably confirm this is our draw. Open 4-hour fair value gap here. Yeah, these are kind of just the levels that I marked out last night to keep an eye on. Was just previous day high in this fair value gap in BPR. Obviously, we've printed 3-4 hour candles since then, so we'll go to the 5. So new week opening gap, first presented fair value gap, and previous day high. We're kind of bouncing between now. See if previous day high can sponsor this continuation or not. And we got news at 10, chat. Thoughts on quad witching? You said thoughts on quad witching. I don't know if you meant thoughts or thoughts. We're all a bunch of thoughts on quad witching. That's just kind of, you know what I mean? I think that applies to all of us. But my thoughts on it are kind of what I mentioned earlier, which is it can be hit or miss. It can be hit or miss, but I feel like December as a whole is like the first 2 weeks of December were great. Ever since then, it's kind of been, well, you know. We're all in this together, B-Cash, exactly. Yeah, is gold pumping new all-time highs? What the? Trading view, a little laggy. Jeez. What the fuck? It's awfully rangy in here. On the hourly and 4 hour, at least. It was looking good yesterday. If you guys remember, we took a look at it yesterday. I never saw it wick all the way back down into the range. It looked like it was finally breaking out. Nope. One suicide joke after any L's probably. Tyler Jacob says, "I want you wrapped up under my tree with that Santa hat on, bro. Extra ditty." Well, in that case, let's just say I'm excited to make eggnog. Sounds like a good Christmas to me as well. All right, chat. Well, Wednesday high, 508.50. Nice bounce here off of previous day high and first presented gap. Looking good, looking good. I don't know if we ever did. We get this rebalance? Not fully, not the 50%. I do wonder if we could see something, like if we do get this push up here in the next, 10 minutes or so, if we could see something like that. Little 10 a.m. reversal, perhaps. I don't know. Bro, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. I genuinely don't know what my trading schedule looks like this week. Otherwise, I would have saved the props. I would have saved the old Christmas hat till next week. I guess I'll wear it next week too if we trade. But we'll see. We'll see. We got no news Monday. It's obviously a short week. Christmas falls on Thursday. Christmas Eve Wednesday. It's just we'll see. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. I'm not making any promises. Because if the movie Home Alone, the pigeon lady taught us anything, don't make promises you can't keep. Right? Don't make promises you can't keep. What's up, Noah? Damn, Felix is coming in hot. He goes, Merry Bitchmas for a bunch of you pussies. Damn. Felix. It's not a happy Christmas when you're taking your finals on December 31st. Finals for what, Oscar? You're telling me you're at school right now? Well, maybe not in class, but what are you in college for, Oscar? Let's see if we can influence you to drop out. I will say, just a quick disclaimer, anything that is said and talked about on this stream is not financial advice. And I'm not responsible for your trading or life decisions, all right? Holy pump, dude. Holy pump. Humana. Jeez. All right. So we got NQ taking out Wednesday high. Wednesday high on ES is 882. Previous day high on ES met now. Literature and teaching? That boy make cash from OnlyFans? Me? I should. Do you guys think like an OnlyFans, like a special, like if I did like a special photo shoot with like just this sweatshirt on and this hat, nothing else? Do you think like that photo shoot would go well? I feel like that could be like a cool little, you could almost do like a 2026 calendar with that maybe. That's kind of what I was thinking. Right? Like picture like fireplace in the background. I got a sweatshirt. I got the shirt on that says Big Nick Energy, right? And a hat on. I think that'd be a hit. Maybe some hot chocolate with some marshmallows. Get creative. I think that could work. I'd buy it. Heck, why not? Support small business owners, right? Oh, yeah. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Yeah, dude, we are just pumping, bro. We are pumping. May I ask your main income, trading or something else? OnlyFans, yeah. Oh, is that why someone said OnlyFans? Yeah, OnlyFans. Thanks to whoever answered for it. I forget who said that already. But that's it. You'd be surprised how many sickos there are that pay for it. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. 3 million in 3 fucking hours. Wait, what's that? What's that line? What's that line from Wolf of Wall Street? 22 million in 3 fucking hours. I think it's 22 million, ain't it?
$22 billion in 3 fucking hours! Can you believe?
Hey guys, that'll be us one day, chat. That'll be us. As long as you guys stay on the nice list and do what you got to do, that'll be us. That will be us. He just died a few days ago. Who died a few days ago? I saw the. Listen, I don't know why it's Christmas. You guys are bringing up death, but yeah, I saw the guy that plays Jordan Belfort's dad in the movie. Didn't his own son stab him or something like that? More like $22 in 3 hours. You're just being realistic. You know, Brad, I don't like your attitude. Brad, this is probably the second time I've had to comment on your attitude, actually, I feel like this week. Maybe the third time. I'm actually starting to lose count, Brad. What's going on, Brad? You seem a little ungrateful. And that's bothersome, Brad. Was it something I said? Just kidding, I don't give a fuck. Brad's on a losing streak? Me too, dude. Brad, hey. Join the club. Don't matter. You know what? Because only bitches cry about losing streaks. The losing streak's coming for all of us, chat. The question is how are you going to respond to adversity? Right? Because here's the thing. Here's the thing about some adversity in life, chat. Everyone is going to go through some adversity. And if you can come out the other side and respond the right way, you're going to be better for it, okay? But if you came in here holly and jolly after a winning streak, and then you come in here with a bad attitude after a losing streak, shame on you. Shame on you. That's not who we are. That's not what we're about. Okay? We're going to come in here and we're going to do the work and we're going to trust the process. And any adversity that we go through, we're going to be better for it. Okay? We're going to be ready to go. Cheers. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Well, all right, boys. We are in the 10 a.m. macro. We do have news in 8 minutes. Orange folder news that likes to spike around like red folder news. Consumer sentiment. Above Wednesday high. We're pretty close proximity to Wednesday high on ES 882. So we'll see here. I'm trying to, if we're going to pick a key level, I guess, I don't know if we get to Monday high. That'd be, it'd be a new high of the week, I guess. Potentially, if that happens. So Monday high is 668. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys feeling that bullish? Did we see a new high for the week? That'd be pretty nuts, I think, but look at this weekly candle. You fuckers, dude. This this market. Oh, man. They're trying to steal our Christmas joy, and we're not going to let them. We're not going to let them, boys. Holy. I mean, yeah, I guess otherwise it's just the only other thing that... It's just like the only other level, really, here on NASDAQ, other than just maybe if you're going for like a gap fill here and then retracement. Just hit 50% of the open portion of this 1 hour BPR. About 5 points off of Wednesday high on ES right now. Have a holly jolly Christmas. What if like just the most unforeseen thing happens in the next week and we just like for whatever reason just pump all the way back to all-time highs? That'd be kind of nuts. Irish coffee? What's Irish coffee? No, this is just coffee. Coffee with a little splash of cream. Listen, I don't care what anyone says. Nobody likes drinking black coffee. Fuck that shit. And they say, well, yeah, but the calories, fuck the calories. Who gives a shit? Ooh, I might have 30 to 50 calories of creamer in my coffee in the morning. Big fucking whoop. Black coffee, gross. Be a man, put some creamer in it. Be a man, cream in your coffee. Jeez. Black iced coffee? Oh, yuck. That's even worse. Yeah. Whatever. I guess it ain't going in my mouth. Yeah. Oh, alcohol and coffee. What is it that people? What is it that alcoholics put in their coffee? I'm thinking of rum chata, but I don't think that's right. Bailey's? Vodka? Oh, jeez. Tequila? Now we're talking. Okay. I see you. Okay. All right. I see you. Diesel? Crystal meth? Okay. I see you. Yeah, just something to wake you up. Something to wake you up. I get that. I definitely get that. Yeah, guys, we got news in 3.5 minutes. I'm waiting on the news here. I would personally advise you guys to as well, but obviously I know how it goes. A lot of you guys have a crystal ball that I'm unaware of. So if you guys can see the future and you're putting trades on, I guess good luck. I'm going to wait for this news, though. But yeah, man, kind of feeling kind of feeling a little bit more bearish now that we've pushed up as much as we have, taken all these previous day highs. I don't want to marry the short bias though, because I mean, obviously this push up is very strong. The 4 hour and 1 hour candles are about to close, and they're about to close pretty nice. So we'll see, but it's always hard to be, for me at least, continuing to want to be bullish after a move like this above highs into inefficiency. So I'm probably going to lean more downside. If you could start brainstorming a 2026 goal, what would it be? A 2026 goal. It should happen, but I would say, damn. I mean, for sure, bare minimum, I wanna finally cross over a million net worth. Which should happen. A lot of other goals will kind of fall under that umbrella, if you will. I would like to. I'd like to hit another growth spurt and get to 6'4". Like to hit 100K subs on YouTube, which will take quite a bit of work. We're at like 18K right now. I guess I haven't really sat down and really thought about. The thing is like, I used to be a big goal setter in terms of like every single year. One of the things that I was brainwashed to do in network marketing was to sit down at the end of every year, journal about the previous year, and then I'd make I'd do a huge brainstorm. I'd do like 5 to 10 like really big goals that I wanted to accomplish, write those down, and then like a bunch of smaller goals kind of within those goals, and I'd write those down. I kind of just found that you know, it's just you get a habit and a routine down, and you're working towards like these goals every single day. I personally don't find it helps me too much if I just sit down nonsensically and just write it down. Like I already know what my goals are, and I've already been working towards them for years. So I don't do like the whole brainstorming, writing down goals anymore, but. News came out. We are pumping up here, boys and girls. Gap fill, hourly gap fill. See if we can trade through here. Monday high, 668. Yeah, we're pumping on a Friday, boys. Pumping on a quad witching. Cardwell Drive, I'm thinking of getting a 340i Sport as a gift. Yeah, it's pretty close. I drive a 2023 330iX M Sport for the moment. I like it. I mean, BMW. I'm such a sucker for like great customer support, and BMW's been pretty fantastic. Kind of an old. I've had a BMW for a while though. I got a BMW in 2020. It was just a goal that I set. It was a goal that I set when I dropped out of college and was like getting started in entrepreneurship. I was just like, all right, once I'm like consistently making like 10K a month, I'm gonna go get a BMW. It's just like one of the things that I said I was gonna do. So after I was crossed that threshold for a while, went out and got one, and I've had one since. But it might be time to get into my truck era, boys. We'll see. The real thing is we got to get to solid, consistent, like 50 to 100K months, and then we're gonna go snag a G-Wagon just because that's what you do when you make that money. That's what you do. It's what you do. You get that, you inflate your lifestyle, you market it, and you sell a course or a mentorship, but it's sick as fuck. You know what I mean? And you get a nice tax deduction too. I do think the Cybertrucks are kind of cool, but like when I see them in person, I'm like, that's pretty sick, but I don't think I'd ever get one. What's up, Asadi? My day is going pretty well so far. Although TradingView just kind of glitched there. Please no stream issues today. Please, for the love of all things holy. And dude, I've been through the ringer with my PC trying to get everything fixed. I feel like I've gotten it fixed. I feel like yesterday was good. Yesterday we had no issues at all. If we run into more issues, bro, I don't even know what the remedy would be at this point. We've done every single driver update. We've rolled back different drivers. We've done everything. I've cleared out all my browser sources from Chrome on my OBS. I switched to Microsoft Edge as my browser. Google Chrome was part of the issue. Apparently, that was one of the things that it could have been at least. So, I think we should be good, bro. Like, I'm running out of ideas if my PC still is gonna crash. There's like nothing left for me to do other than burn it. You know what I mean? Burn it, break it. I could do a big giveaway with it, I guess, but you guys won't even hit the like button on the stream, so I don't know. I don't know if you guys have earned it. Maybe I will have to do that Astro Fonz if like I said, if I've crossed everything off the list of what it could be. Right now we're good, right? Hey, listen, knock on wood, fingers crossed. I think we're good right now. But yeah, I mean, if something else happens that I really just can't figure out for the life of me, that might be the only option. Get the old geek squad in here, get them taking a look at it, and if I'm just such like an impulsive person in a sense of like, especially when it's technology, I'm just like, dude, fuck this thing. I don't even want to wait. I don't even want to get it fixed. Like, let me just get rid of it and get something else. And I'll be like, let me do it before the end of the year so I can write it off. All right, yeah, boys, it's just kind of chilling here. We are flipping this hourly candle, though. Did get a little 1-minute inversion here. Wednesday high was taken on ES. Kind of just waiting for us to, I guess, do something with this range here. I mean, you could be real aggressive and try turtle souping a short here, I guess, but you might be playing with fire. So I'm kind of just waiting for some displacement, really. But yeah, we did get the hourly gap fill on NQ. 10 a.m. Obviously, news came out. We took hourly high. Candle flipping bearish now, so could see it trade back to 50% of this range for a rebalance, if not to the other end of the range too. Why look for shorts when all time frames are bullish? Says Grizzly Physique. Can somebody help Grizzly Physique in the chat and maybe give him, I don't know, 1 or 2 reasons why we could maybe be considering shorts right now? Could somebody help him out? Nika goes, no. Look at this 3-minute. This is, yeah, we're just not doing anything right now. I'm just staying patient. I'm waiting for displacement. I've spent enough time in choppy ranges this week. I'm not in anything right now, chat. I just have the short tool on the screen. I was just framing up what that turtle soup would look like if you were kind of just going to play off this hourly range. My macro's coming to an end here as well. I mean, otherwise, I'm trying to think of how else maybe I'd care to play this. You know, if we do get displacement, maybe like a 5-minute change in the state here. Could set something up as well. Looking to kind of fade into this huge imbalance on the 15-minute. And then I'd basically just be kind of looking for that. All right, Brad, sorry. Dude, you got 12 messages in the chat, bro. I can't. He goes, it's a short-term trade, not for the whole day. True. Looking for retrace. True. Grizzly, wouldn't you agree after it makes new highs, the market retraces? Grizzly, wouldn't you agree? He's looking for it to retrace as a selling opportunity. Damn, I'm smart. You got it, Brad. That's it. You got it. Gold star. Gold star for B-Rad. Gold star for B. Radley. Jeez. Romeo says, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? He says, short bias people, thank you for the upcoming liquidity. Still need to buy Christmas gifts. What should I get? Mom, dad, and brother? Bro, don't ask me that shit. I gotta use like all my brain cells just for my own family. What's up, Sestolation? What's my name? Don't tell anybody this, but it's Randy. All right, no change in the state. I'm still waiting this out. Realistically, if we got like a really terrible, like a weak close anyway, I probably was gonna wait. If this was gonna like close like right on it, I just don't think that makes any sense to take at this juncture. New 15-minute candle. So just traded down into the 5 and 15-minute fair value gap. Little SMT with ES as well currently at that 15-minute gap. Let's stay patient. Let's stay patient. I do like this though. You know, if we can get a nice closure below here, could look for entry on the retest, stop at the high. But if we're not going to get that close, in the middle of the hour here, you know, this hourly candle could potentially flip back bullish, and then we see grind toward this high here, Monday high. I do find it funny, though, how people are like, for example, Romeo is like, thanks to the bearish bias people for the upcoming liquidity. As if just when you say like, oh, if this happens, then I'll look to go short, or I'll look to do this or that. I think people just assume like, oh, they take it as like the same thing as like taking a trade. It's like, well, no, I got to wait for something to happen first. Buy your mom, dad, and brother Tradeify accounts using code Tyler. Ah, see. You know what, Kev? Just for that, I don't know why I haven't done this already, but we're going to add Kev as a moderator here. Kev just got mod duties. See, this guy gets it. He just gets it. Let's go. Cheers, Kev. I don't know why, Kev. I feel like that's overdue. I feel like that should have already been a thing. You know what I mean? Brad goes, "What, he gets mod? I don't. I'm a hater." See, that's the thing. Now Sesto wants one. Oh man. Yo, wasn't the Epstein files, wasn't there supposed to be something that was released today? Or what? I totally forgot all about that. My uncle was in it? Now that is something I can believe. Listen, boys, anybody can be mod. Anybody can be mod. It just takes time, you know what I mean? Kev's been a kind of a little bit of an OG. He's been around a while. You know? Always positive, always good attitude. We've had a couple offline conversations, you know, so it is what it is. What's up, T-Money? OG Mudbone. Dude. He's got some good content. Yeah, guys, I don't even know if I'll play this. Like, if we're just going to close like this with kind of a weak handle, I don't know. Yeah, no. Nothing yet. All right, just keep waiting. Just long gold again? I did look at gold. It looked like it pulled right back into that range. Oh, my God. Now it's pumping again. Yeah, dude, look at this hourly, bro. Just freaking comes all the way back into the range. What the fuck? Literally, somebody said, look at gold. I pulled it open on like the 1 hour or the 4 hour chart. The first words out of my mouth were, what the fuck? Good luck, dog. Good luck, man. Man, I don't know if gold... Dude, I don't know if gold's for me. I've already retired from gold once. And I don't know if unretiring from gold would serve me. But never say never. We could come back to it later. The thing that's a little freaky about gold for me right now is just like looking at the 4 hour and the 1 hour. Is like, I just feel like we've been doing this, right? So rally, base, and then we just get like one quick rally, and then we just accumulate again. And I just don't want to get caught in this shit. You know? You know what I mean? What's my social security number? Asking for a friend. Let me know when you got a pen and paper. Yeah, boys, this Santa hat is a lot warmer than it looks. I don't know, maybe it does look warm though. I feel like the moment I enter a trade, I'm going to start sweating under this thing. Speaking of TG, look, Big Nick energy. Not to be confused with Old Man Jenkins energy. It's kind of the same thing, but Old Man Jenkins is a little bit more X-rated. Thanks, Romeo. Where did I learn to trade? Where didn't I learn to trade? I started off on... First of all, the first time I got introduced to trading, it was actually a old high school buddy. We didn't go to the same high school. He went to the neighboring high school, and we knew each other by being sports rivals. So then we both got recruited into the same network marketing company in 2016. One night we were on Zoom, and he was like, all right, man, I got to go to bed. I got to wake up at 2 in the morning and trade London session. I'm like, you got to fucking do what? I'm in college at this point, you know? And I'm just like, you got to fucking do what? And he was like, here, let me show you. So he screen shares. He's showing me his MetaTrader terminal, and he's showing me like GBP USD or something. I don't even remember what he was showing me. But I'm looking at a chart for the first time on MetaTrader terminal on desktop, and I'm like, that looks like something that I would never understand. So then, lo and behold, he goes on. He kind of starts seemingly doing well. He's posting like lavish lifestyle and private jets and designer clothes and fancy trips, penthouse, Porsche, like, you know what I'm saying? Like just the classic, like guru kind of type shit. Speaking of, boys, we actually are getting this set up here. So maybe just let me set this up quick. Oh, what the hell? No, I don't want 5 minis. I thought I was on micros. When the fuck did that switch? Yeah. All right. Well, hang on. So plan for this would be, I mean, obviously if I get filled here, plan's going to be taking it down to 50% of the range for a partial. And then see if we get back to like 930 open. Other end of the opening range. Probably going to just delete the limit order, obviously, if we trade down here first. All I know is Romeo said, Romeo was saying, hey guys, thanks. Anybody that was going to be bearish was going to be upcoming liquidity. Romeo, I hate to do this to you because you were kind of giving me a compliment in the chat a little bit ago, but we are down 75 points since then. Anyway, so yeah, sorry. So a lot of you guys have probably heard this story already, but for those of you guys that have not. So anyway, he's living this lavish lifestyle. At this point, it was like, I was like, damn. I'm like, this guy's fucking killing it. And obviously, I'm always interested in finding ways to make money online and all this stuff. And so I reach out to him. I'm like, dude, damn. I'm like, congrats on the success. Looks like you're actually fucking killing it. And I was like, can you teach me how to trade? And he was like, no, I can't teach you how to trade. I'm like, what a dick. I'm like, what do you mean you can't teach me how to trade? He goes, people that coach only coach because they don't know how to play the game. That's literally word for word what he said to me. People who coach only coach because they don't know how to play the game. Because I'm like, dude, I'll pay you to teach me. I'll literally pay you money if you'll teach me. I wasn't asking him to trade for me. I wanted to learn. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, damn, because before I asked him, I'm like, is he legit? Is he not? I'm like, is he making money by selling a mentorship or something like that? And when he said that, I was just like, damn, he must be like actually killing it. He must be actually killing it if he's not even selling anything, right? But I'm like, well, dude, give me something, bro. Like, come on, because I found out that he actually took ICT's private mentorship. I found this out later, but he actually, when ICT first did his private mentorship and you had to pay thousands of dollars to be in there, he was in one of his first like groups. Crazy. Fucking kind of crazy. How everything kind of comes full circle, but anyway, he was like, I'm like, just give me something, bro. And he was just like, all right, man, because the private group, he was no longer doing it by the time that I was like talking to him about it. ICT was no longer doing it. Hang on here. I don't like that 5-minute candle. That's freaky. I don't like that 5-minute candle, but even if I just ranged up regular trading hours, we haven't got to 50% quite yet. So I'm wondering if we could still respect this and drive down, right? But yeah, that 5-minute wick is a little bit worrisome, I'm not going to lie. I think I'm going to keep the limit on for now, though. 10:30 is incoming. And we left a 30-minute gap below here as well. All right, let's roll. I'm going to roll with it. What's the worst that could happen? I take another L? Who gives a fuck? Anyway, so where was I at? Oh yeah, so he was in ICT's private mentorship. I was like, can you, because I was like, I'll pay for that if you can hook me up with that. And he was like, yeah, it's not a thing anymore, actually. And I was like, oh shit. So anyway, all he gave me was baby pips, babypips.com. And I shit you not, this is like 2019. I sit there, and if you guys have ever taken baby pips, the school of pipsology, it's kind of pretty, it's actually really in depth. ICT claims that he had part of it, or he like calculated part of it, or not calculated, he like created part of it. Anyway, it's like the most basic shit. Obviously, it teaches you the real basics, like what sessions are, what a candlestick is, indicators, I mean, all that type of stuff, right? And then it gets into kind of the more complex stuff, I guess, later on. But then every single module has a quiz at the end. So I'm sitting here, I'm going through the school of pipsology, and I get, all the way through it, and I'm demo trading at this point on MT4, and I'm, my chart's got every single line on it you could think of, every support resistance, every trend line, every indicator, RSI, stochastics, Bollinger Bands, EMAs, right? Like it was all on there. Just looked like a total mess. So I'm doing that, and I'm just demo trading, and I'm demo trading, and I'm demo trading. After like a couple successful demo trades, I'm like, fuck, dude, I could trade live. Why not? So I fucking start just depositing, little bits of money into live accounts. And then I quickly realized the difference between live trading and demo trading. But anyway, yeah, so that was that. And then obviously that wasn't like working very well. So I was like, oh, well, here's these guys in IM Academy that look like they're fucking killing it. At that time, I was already in network marketing, and I was sick of it, to be honest with you. I was already sick of it, and I was like, all right, I see these guys in this company that you don't have to recruit to make money. You can make money trading, and it looks like they're fucking killing it. This is like how naive everybody is when they first start. They just think whatever they see must be true, right? So I was no different. Joined IM Academy because I was like, I'm going to learn how to trade. I mean, I did learn some strategies, I guess, right? Like it wasn't like it was all useless, but yeah, definitely more recruiting focused than actual trading focused. But I did find some guys in there that did teach smart money concepts. They were very much like, don't watch ICT. Don't watch ICT. Learn smart money concepts from us. And if anybody ever brought up like ICT in the live chat, they would like ban them. Probably because if people watch ICT on YouTube for free, then they're not going to pay to learn it from these fuckers. But yeah, so then I learned a little bit from them, just kind of some basic stuff. That was probably more so supply and demand though, now that I look back on it. And Yeah, started watching ICT's shit on YouTube. Literally ran through everything. I ran through his core content, 2022 mentorship, multiple times. And this was back in 21, 22. So yeah, probably 2022. So yeah, and then I guess the rest is a little bit history. All right, I did get picked up on this, by the way, boys. I'm gonna try this 5-minute change in the state. I do agree that this is a little bit worrisome, but I feel like we could still make another drive back down. We'll see. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. Big Nick energy, chat. Big Nick energy. First partial will be this 50% of this range. Okay, that's the game plan. That's the game plan. If we're wrong, we're wrong. If we're wrong, we're wrong. Just less cookies and milk for Santa. Less cookies and milk for Santa. But anyway, yeah, so I hope that answers your question. That's where I learned trading from. I feel like, most of the learning kind of just comes from your own experience in chart time, obviously, though. So, yeah. Oh, and then I forgot to mention this part of the story. So the buddy, this is in 2023, I think. 2023. I'm sitting here. I actually had my private Discord going at this time. And I was sitting there one day on a session. And one of my other buddies that trades and knows this other guy well sends me this court case. And that buddy that I told you guys about that was in ICT's private mentorship and all this stuff, the reason that he had all this money in this crazy lifestyle is because his uncle, back in 2017 or 18 or something, his uncle gave him $3 million to trade for him. And he spent all of his uncle's money on lifestyle shit. The only reason he's not in jail is because his uncle decided not to press charges. Isn't that fucked? Oh man, it's kind of funny, but crazy, dude. He could have scammed my ass. I was oiling myself up and allowing him to take me. I was like, bro, I'll pay you. Wouldn't do it. He could have. He easily could have. Kind of funny how it all works out, huh? So anyway, now it's and then obviously a lot of the IM Mastery Academy educators were big scammers as well. And obviously it was just a big recruiting, predominantly a big recruiting effort. So... yeah, I might be liquidity here, boys. I might be liquidity. We'll see. If we want to draw towards this Monday high and put in a new high of the week today, then it is what it is. Just kind of banking on this hourly candle staying bearish. If it flips bullish, then we're fucked. But I forget, you guys have the crystal ball. I don't even know why you guys that have the crystal ball even tune into anyone's stream. You guys know everything. I know nothing. You know what I mean? The blushing started? Dude. If my face gets more red than the sweatshirt, that's a problem. I feel like sometimes my face gets red though, just because I'll read comments in the chat and I want to like verbally abuse them. And it gets red because I try to have some self-control and not do that. But I like the names that run through my head of which I would like to call you boys and girls sometimes. It's like you know what I mean? So I think the face gets red because I'm just like, I'm holding it in. Kind of like when you gotta like really poop and you're holding it, and it's just like that's kind of would be another reason maybe to do a private group, would just be like, then I don't gotta censor myself as much. But then again, here's one thing that I noticed from when I did have a private group to YouTube live streaming for free. The trollery in the chat doesn't exist in a private group. It literally doesn't exist. Well, I wouldn't say they kiss my ass either. They're just like, people are paying to be in a private group, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're just more respect. Maybe they're just raised better. I don't know. Maybe they're just, than the free freeloaders on YouTube. I guess that I don't know. It's just different. It's 10:40 now, boys. We'll see what this wants to do. I'm just gonna hold this. Yes, Wick of Siberia. That is exactly. That's basically exactly how it would go. You kind of have to censor yourself on YouTube because, I mean, I guess especially if you do any affiliate marketing, I mean, you're kind of also representing a brand at the same time. All that, you know how that goes. We did, by the way, take a win on stream yesterday, boys, at the very end. If you guys didn't stay around to the end, we lost like 2/3 probably of the viewers, but we did take a small little scalp win. You support Nick Fuentes? If so, then LOL, 100%. I would consider myself a Wang half. Face is getting red. Yeah, I know. It happens. I get rosy cheeks, boys and girls. My grandma says it's cute, though. Those aren't the only cheeks that get rosy. Robin says, came in late, immediately took the trade. Jeez. Jeez. Whoa, Robin, you might have cursed us. How 2026? What? It's still 2025. Wait, what? What the fuck are we in 2025? How can we switch to 2026? How 2026? Are you asking for the contract? Oh, it is NQH or MNQH. New 15-minute candle is about to open here. Yeah, we've kind of just been really more so chopping back and forth in the middle of the hour here. Binary options, yes. Yeah, Wick say that wasn't what I started with, but that is what I quickly started doing as well when I joined IM Academy. Yes, I know binary options very well. Scam AF. So a new 15-minute. Let's see if we could get some acceleration in this candle down. Might be slow for this 5-minute though. Macro coming in shortly. Yeah, I'm trying to be a little patient. I go and break even. I kind of want to see us trade down towards these lows at least, and then go break even. Should be up like 1 hour at that point. First TP will be. This isn't my final TP, by the way, boys. This is not my first TP. Sorry, my first TP is going to be this 50% of the range, which is this first blue line. You won't, Brad. Brad says, wow, it's like I call everything before he does. Need to start my own YouTube. What the fuck you waiting for, Brad? Quit being a bitch. Start it up. You won't. LOL, you call me pussy? I mean, yeah. If you want, Brad, I'll tell you what, Brad. I'll tell you what. After this trade's over, if you want, I'll end stream and we'll all come to your YouTube channel and you can start up a live stream. We'll hop over to you right now. As soon as this trade's over, if you want. All right, boys. I'm going to go break even here. We're retesting weekly open. And we're about to be trading into a 30-minute fair value gap here. Bullish gap. So either we get delivery down to rebalance or we don't, I suppose. But macro starting here. Really would hate to see this come all the way back up to entry. That'd be pretty shitty. Yeah, and you got to have a face cam on, Brad. You got to have face cam on. Let me know, Brad. Let me know. We'll do it. We'll send everybody from this stream over to yours. Brad, you're funny. Really? We're going to pull all the way back now? No 5-minute lower wick here. Literally macro begins and we just start going straight back up. We do have this 5-minute fair value gap right above this candle, but yeah, I'm going to stay break even on this, boys. I'm not going to... I don't see reason to keep risk on at this point. We're up 1R. I feel like this really should complete the move. Also, I'm tired of this week being 60 to 100 points in profit and then letting it go back red. We can't do that. We can't fucking do that. It happened already like 4 times this week. And it makes me want to change my name from Tyler Trades to Tyler Tilts. For the select plan on the consistency one, I have to watch for the higher trade or daily P&L. So also considering the drawdown that I could have during the session. No, there's no. Hang on. Let me read that again. For the select plan on the consistency one, what do you mean by that? What? Maybe, Mattia, maybe ask your question, I guess. At least you don't have rosy cheeks. Who said that? Dude, you guys don't like my rosy cheeks? Dude, fuck you guys. They said, my forehead's a sniper's dream. They say my hairline's receding. I have rosy cheeks. And a micropeen. Listen, sometimes you win the lottery of life. Other times, you become a day trader. Like, we're all, you know what I mean? Like, we're all kind of in the same boat. When you think about it. Yeah, this would be a pretty disappointing break even, I'll say. I just wonder if, like, we got 5 minutes till the end of the hour. Obviously, depending on how this hourly closes, we'll have an hourly gap left. So I'm just wondering if we're stalling, if price is kind of just stalling out until the new hour. Here's the final 5 minute, the final 5 minute candle of the hour, chat. Small partial, where at the low? I mean, you could if you want, I guess. I'm gonna stick with my 50%. It's a little bit better. RR, the R to R to here is not fantastic. It's still over 1R. You could do it, but this is 1.5. That's pretty good. Plus, it's kind of where I'd want to see us go before looking to, you know, if I was going to look for a retracement to go long, that's probably what I'd wait for anyway. So just wait. I mean, you guys are really freaking out. Would it make you guys feel way better if I just took one micro off? Fuck it, I'll do it. There, I took one micro off. Happy? Now shut the fuck up. Holy shit. Let a guy hold his trade in peace. God. I took one micro off. There, I can't make nothing now. Happy? Gosh. See, this, and then now look at the chat. It's funny how you guys flip. It's I'm retarded for not partialing, and then it's just like you guys are like close your trade, close your trade, close your trade. I'm like, no, I want to hold the trade. No, weekly opens a good spot. Weekly opens a good spot. Trust me. It's just like, and then I take one off just to shut you fuckers up, and then it's L discipline. I mean, holy fuck. And then if it goes all the way down here, you guys be like, should have held. Oh my god, I should have held the whole thing. Why'd you partial here? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Bro, it's so funny, bro. You guys literally take years off my life. I don't know why I do this. Anyway, we got new hour starting in 90 seconds. And yeah, it does look like we are going to indeed stall out until then. Well, Ian, that's the thing about being a day trader. I mean, it's like day traders are basically like at the end of your title, you're basically an MD of autism. Not because you treat or work with people who have autism. It's more so you're so good at being autistic that that's what kind of warrants the title, if you will. But yeah. All right, guys, new hour incoming in 20 seconds. Trying to have a Merry Christmas. Hourly with no wick would be fire, bro. Well, maybe. Depending on where there's a wick and where there's not. All right, let's see, guys. Yeah, we're going to be into an hourly gap right there. Still looking for that 50%. Still looking for that 50%. We did hit 50% of regular trading hours, this range. I will say that. I'm looking for a little more. How about we do something like this? I'm going to take another partial off. I'm going to set a limit if it's going to come back to the hourly open and flip this hour after doing that. $50% of regular trading hours range, hourly fair value gap. If we flip this hourly candle back bullish, one more partial off. What do you guys think of that? I think that's pretty good. Yeah, Kev, we know how it is. Nobody wants to give up those likes. We also SMT'd here. Look like we might get this partial off here. I just don't want to trail my whole position, like my whole stop. And then, you know, we wick it or whatever, and then we still continue. I still want to give it a chance to play out. Okay, so another partial taken. We'll see, man. Maybe that will be it. Maybe we'll go higher here. Like I said, we hit 50% of this regular trading hours range, so I'll show you guys. Wait. Oh, wait. What the? Looks like I had the wrong low marked. Oh, we done been at that 50%. We done been at that 50%. 9:30 open, though. Opening range gap. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, man. That looks pretty good. Don't that look pretty good? I already said SMT at the lows, but thanks for repeating it, Brett, Safi. Already said it probably 2 minutes ago now, but appreciate that. Beat ya. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Didn't hear it? Check your hearing, man. All right, this gap has to disrespect, or we might be cooked here. Break even on the rest. Yep. But yeah, I'm just gonna let it hit break even if it's gonna do so. I'll leave it a chance to maybe hold this 5-minute gap, but yeah, it doesn't look good. Literally exactly 50% weekly open, SMT at the low, hourly gap. This is what it is. Setting up a long PD array. No, I take that back. I will close it. I will close it there for 400 per account. I really think this is going to rip all the way back now. We'll see what happens. Ain't that kind of the nice thing about I don't know if I want to go long though necessarily. It would be pretty funny if this does just like melt now. But didn't want to see this hold. It's good to secure some green though, you know what I mean? It's good to secure some green after the week we've had. Shit. Besides, it's Big Nick energy. If we get this 5-minute inversion though, you gotta start asking yourself, hey, does a guy in his right or wrong mind, does a guy on the eve before Christmas, does a guy dare Yeah, we could probably, huh? Good close here. I mean, that'd be getting real close to my break even at this point. It might have, yeah, it would have just tapped it, I think. Break even. I entered on the CISD, so we just retested it. 5-minute candle closes in 2 minutes. I probably, in all honesty, if we get a nice inversion here, I probably will try it to the high. Just a heads up. I'll just risk what I made on that trade. Something like that. 11 a.m. macro coming to an end here. I still think maybe we could stay with the short bias if this 5 minute does indeed hold the gap. I'll scale back into the 1 minute and maybe see if we can't find something to go off of if that is the case. But we got less than a minute here until this close. I want to see a fairly strong close though. Like if we get like just a little close like that, it just might not be worth it. How many points on the week? Oh, I don't know how many points. I feel like you could award the points for the week very just kind of oof. Whatever. Big Nick energy. I'll put the limit on. I'm risking a little less than what I made on that trade there, so worst case scenario, I give back the little bit of profit. But yeah, I mean, I guess depending on how you look at this week, I mean, there's been multiple trades. I've been up 60 to 100 points, and they've come back against me. So, you know, plenty of opportunities to have made money, even if you were taking the same trade that I was taking, if you just managed it different. But yeah, I'm right on the week. I'm right on the week. As of right now, this would be my only green day so far on stream. This background looks dusty. What if I go green? What if I do 2 green? 2 green lights. What if I did that? And then I'm the red. I wouldn't be that mad, Brad. I mean, obviously it's nice to secure a little bit extra, but that's why I put that partial where I did, where I'm like, that hourly candle, if it's going to stay bearish, it shouldn't flip back green. Ideally, right? This 5 minute candle, we get the inversion. We get no wick. Just a wickless 5 minute candle now, straight up. We'll see. I'll probably take the trade off, the limit off rather, if ES runs this high and we have SMT. I gotta fix that. How do I fix that? Haha. So yeah, up a little over 400 bucks per account. Risking it for the biscuit on this idea. Oh, I don't like that 5 minute. Nope. 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 I'm not going to do it if we do that. If that's how this gets triggered, I'm not doing that. No. No, 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 no. I still want to see nice close, nice fair value gap left. How's that L discipline? I feel like you guys just spam random shit. Probably more than half, let's be honest. Probably like 90% of you watching are completely have never been profitable. Maybe you've never taken a single payout in your whole life, and you type shit like L discipline and FOMO. And I mean, you guys do you guys ever look in the mirror before you say shit? You know what I mean, though? All right, I'm actually going to tape read this. I didn't like this 5 minute close. You can still take it. ES did not take out that high, but I'm going to bitch out on this actually now. I'm going to bitch out on this. Little Nick energy. I just didn't like this. I didn't like that rejection there. Let's see if it still plays out. Maybe you guys are taking it. I don't think it's a bad setup, but a little spooky. I'm kind of I'm still wanting to slightly cling to just the notion of ending the week on a positive note. Listen, I didn't mean to offend you, boys and girls. I'm just saying, if that is you and you say silly things, you know what I mean. It's like, who are you to judge, right? Who's taking this, by the way? Who's taking it? Who's taking it, and who is tape reading it? This is gonna just be a tape read for me. Like I said, the reasoning for it, kind of chickening out here right at the very end of this 5 minute candle was just the way, obviously, that we closed. Both. I'm just kind of watching both. Perhaps it'll end up just being noise, but ES kind of ran out these highs here. And then we got a bearish close on that 5 minute. Just didn't like that. Kind of wanted to see just a nice strong body close candle like near this high, and then I was going to let it rip. If I was in this trade just for tape read purposes, I would be break even really either once ES takes the high 887 or probably NQ through this high would be good because you're up over 1R at that point. So whatever comes first would be where the break even would have come into play. But tape read for me. Bearish says, I'm a product of two men. I don't think that's how that works. I think that's actually literally impossible. So true, Tyler. Ah, what a time to be alive, huh? Do I know the movie Twins with Schwarzenegger? Twins? No. I can't say I know that one. Oh my gosh. Am I still live, chat? I just got the same encoder error message that I have been getting. So it looks like the PC is not indeed fixed. I'm still live. It's weird though. It's almost like the, I wonder if it's just the record, like maybe it's the recording that's the issue. As long as my like browsers and everything don't crash. Maybe I gotta change my encoder with the browse or the recording. I can't do it now, but interesting, dude. I'm using the same encoder for the stream as I'm using for the recording. I just don't know. That shouldn't be an issue. I don't know. As long as we're still live, though, whatever. We're not in a trade right now anyway. We're just tape reading this. So, would you say that trading is like playing poker? Would I say I guess so. I would, yeah. I mean, I feel like you could say trading is like a lot of things, depending on what analogy you want to use. But I suppose I would say so. Although I would say with trading, like poker, you're playing against other players. I mean, in trading, you're playing against other players as well. But like, I would say really more so who we're playing against in trading is you're playing against the house. You're not really playing necessarily against. Oop. Am I still alive? Did you guys just see that? My whole screen's just flickered. Oh my gosh. Well, this might be it, boys. My PC's freaking out now. I'm not touching anything. You guys are seeing it have a full-blown anxiety attack. Might not be able to watch this tape replay out. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do that. I'm just gonna cut it here so that way we can actually have a good sign off before it actually full blown crashes, if that's what it's about to do. Let me one last little scroll through the chat here. I bought it through a company in Minneapolis called Micro Center, but it is a power spec. AMD Ryzen 5070 RTX Ti. And as far as next week trading goes, we'll see, guys. I'm not going to promise anything. It's obviously a shortened week with Christmas. I kind of want to say that I likely will trade at least one day, but I'm just not going to commit to anything. I'm not going to make any promises I can't keep. If you can see the stream scheduled on YouTube, then you'll know. I'll try to keep you guys updated in the Discord as well. So if you're not in there, hop in there. Hit the like button before you go, boys and girls. If I don't, I think I'll talk to you guys before then. But if I don't, happy early Merry Christmas. You know, obviously enjoy your Friday. Oh, here we go. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. We are absolutely losing the plot here. It's about to freaking crash on me, I think. So appreciate you guys. Hit the like button before you go. And I'll see you guys either next week or next year. Either way. Also, by the way, before you go, hey, just remember, any tax write-offs only apply to expenses before before January 1st. So listen, if you're going to do any loading up on anything, do it before the year end so you can write it off next year. All right, just a little pro tip. That's it. That's it. Appreciate you guys. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. And I will see you guys later on. Peace and love, everybody.
Wake up early, coffee to my lips. Tyler Trade streaming, giving us tips. The NASDAQ hustle riding up high. Charts on my playground, never ask you why. ICT moves, smart money flows. Precision like an arrow, yeah, that's how it goes. Stop loss is shaking, but I hold my ground. Payouts stacking while the beats pound. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Now time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Trader age every single day. Snap, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age.